Let's honor first our radio and TV seniors and members of WJHI. Our first senior is Dylan Baumgartel. He's escorted by Kimberly and Brian Baumgartel. His teams include Student Council Co-President. He's a class officer, Secretary of the Optimist Club. He's a JHS Ambassador and a WJHI cheerleader. He's a next-gen graduate, has a GPA of 4.3. Dylan plans after high school includes going to the University of Louisville to study psychology. Dylan Baumgartel. Our next senior is Cameron Blake Beams. He's being escorted by Elena Dunaway, James Beams, and Tim Dunaway. He's a member of the JHI team and is a broadcaster, JHS ambassador. His awards include a CompTIA A+ certified. His GPA is 4.2. Blake plans on pursuing broadcasting and computer information technology. Senior Blake Beams. Our next senior is Jake Curry, being escorted by Ty Curry and his mother, Nicole Curry. His teams include football, and his clubs include For the Culture, National Honor Society. He has an overall GPA of 4.09. He plans on going to college to become an elementary school teacher and pursue coaching. Jake Curry. Our next senior is Kirsten Elder, being escorted by Nikki Elder and Scott Elder. His teams include Gear Up, Indiana program, WJHI Girls Tennis. Kirsten has several gold medals over the 4 years in Indiana State School Music Association, a 4-year tennis player, a letter-in manager, and another for playing. He's going to go to either Purdue or IU and complete a business degree. Kirsten Elder. Our next senior is Evan Eskridge, being escorted by mom and dad, Rhonda and Ed. He's a member of the JHI team and the welding club. JHI Welding and honors in welding, and plans in high school, want to start his career in welding and travel the world. Evan Eskridge. Our next senior is Nathaniel Gardner, being escorted by Caroline Gardner and Scott Gardner. He's on the WJHI broadcasting team, theater, chamber choir, student ambassador, Model UN, and the Thespian Society. He is a solo gold with distinction at the ISSMA State Solo and Ensemble, has a GPA of 3.7, plans on going to the University of Louisville and getting a degree in sports administration in hopes of one day to be an executive or a head coach in the NFL. The Colts need one. So let's go Nathaniel Gardner. Our next senior is Gabriel Holland, being escorted by Les Holland and Nicoria Holland. He's a member of the JHI staff. Making beats for famous rappers is his honor. Rappers like Skylar Blatt, Famous Dex, and even Triple Red. His GPA is 3.8. Continues being a successful and well-known music producer. Senior Gabriel Holland. Next senior is Julia Hoyer, being escorted by David Hoyer and Tiffany Hoyer. His teams include WJHI, Anchor Club, Academic Team. His honors AP Scholar Award, second in the Purdue University Academic Super Bowl Conference in the Social Studies Division. His overall GPA is 4.6. She plans on attending Purdue University for a 4-year degree in psychology before pursuing a doctorate in psychology, and hopes to work in the field of forensic psychology. Senior Julia Hoyer. Our next senior is Hakeem Israel, being escorted by Brielle Israel. His teams include the Culture Club, Gear Up, Track and Field, the National Honor Society for 2 years. He's the 21st Century Scholar. He's in the top 15% of his class. He's the National Honor Society. The GPA is 4.308. Hakeem will continue his education at Howard University, where he'll be studying cybersecurity and pursuing a master's degree. Senior Hakeem Israel. Our next senior is Omarion Johnson, being escorted by his grandmother, Patina Allen. He was a member of the football team, track and field, and a student assistant. He was in the 2021 sectional football championship team. He plans on continuing his education at U of L for cyber security. Omarion Johnson. Our next senior is Olivia Luce, being escorted by Amy Newkirk. She is a 4-year varsity volleyball player. She's a member of the Anchor Club, the National Honor Society, Academic All-State, Gold Distinction, and All-Conference. She has a GPA of 3.75. She'll be attending IUPUI to continue her academic and athletic career, playing volleyball and studying elementary education. Senior Olivia Luce. Our next senior is Trayvon Stevenson, being escorted by Tawanda Stevenson. He was on the basketball team for 3 years, track and field for 2 years. He was on the basketball sectional championship team in 2021, track and field sectional champion in 22. He's a 21st century scholar, GPA of 3.6, studying psychology at Tennessee State one day to practice psychology and psychotherapy. Senior Trayvon Stevenson. Big round of applause for our WJHI, our radio and TV seniors.